Well, it's the final week of LCS regular season for Spring Split here with coverage brought to you by Alienware. I'm joined by Closer to talk a little bit about how things have been going with 100T after an unfortunate loss here on the final day. Now, Closer, it feels like a lot of folks are kind of under the impression that 100T is in a bit of a slump. Obviously, you brought
Yeah.
Ryoma in. Is that your impression too? Is the team struggling?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of obvious that we are struggling. I think it started with like the GGS lose we had. Like it was like I think 2 weeks ago, our like first lose to GGS. We were like pretty down, and I think our read on the meta was pretty bad, and it affected our gameplay, our moods, like basically momentum. It everything was going bad, to be honest. I felt like this past week we kind of got it back, but today we just played so bad. It wasn't like planned at all. Yeah, it's just sad.
But now, obviously, I want to ask you to talk about your teammates' performance because I know people don't like to do that too much. But I will ask about what do you think of your own performance over the past couple of weeks?
My own performance, I think, except today, it was good. I would say. Uh, yeah, I do think I played good in scrims in stage as well. I but today, I think I didn't play. That wasn't my best game. Yeah, I mean, it's just really hard to perform as a jungler if like everything is going wrong in your team, basically, and like if you are losing every game or like the momentum is really low. So maybe I didn't play that good, but like all this narrative, like I'm like the eighth place jungle is like that's just wrong. Even if I even if I'm playing bad, like I'm not like eight or something. It doesn't matter though.
So it's more just like, from your perspective, it's like, yeah, people are saying I don't look great, but it's just really difficult to look good as a jungler when the team's not doing great.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I don't want to blame my teammates or something. Like I didn't play good, obviously as well. But like, yeah, I mean, it's just all this narrative that started is like I felt like everything was trying to put on me. Is like picks Olaf just doesn't get first blood or something. Is like Olaf is like you have to control the map, get objectives, and get a lead for your team. And I was doing it on every Olaf game. So like the stats are like I don't think it's a good read.
Yeah. Uh, amid all of this, there's also the fact that Ryoma came into the team.
Hmm.
And I'm kind of curious if you can share your perspective on how Ryoma ended up on the team, because I think a lot of fans think that this is something that, like, maybe Zix or Papa Smithy decided unilaterally to do. But in talking to Ryoma, it sounds like maybe the players were part of that conversation too. So I don't know if you can speak to that at all. But how did he end up on the team, and what was it? Who helped make that decision?
I mean, in my perspective, like everything was going bad, right? And the mood was really bad. So like we had to change something, and apparently Roma was playing really well in academy, and we tried him out, and he was playing pretty good. And like if you add someone new to the team, it's like a light. Like if
Yeah.
everything is going bad, it changes the environments. Like everything changes basically. So I think adding him to the team helped us improve. I don't know if it's like that different than Damonte. They are my both good friends, and I think they are both great players. So, but like the adding a different player to the environment really helps a lot, I would say.
Yeah. Was this something that the players wanted, or was it something everybody universally wanted, like including the coaching staff and everyone? Or I don't know, maybe the coaching staff just told you guys one day, "Hey, Ryoma's in."
I mean, I think it's just everyone. Like if like coaches sees from outside and then talks to everyone, I don't think it's like a one person call.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, for some, the only reason I ask is because on some teams, it would be a one-person call, right? Like the coach would come in and be like,
Mm,
"Okay, we've made this change,"
mm.
and so it's not always the way that it's going to work. Okay, so now you guys are headed into playoffs. how confident are you that you can get stuff resolved by the time you get into these best of fives, right? Because in some sense, best of fives allow for like a bad game here and there, but in another sense,
Yeah.
like it is a lot more intense.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still confident even though today was really bad. Like, it's just our team is like really different. One game we can play really clean and really aggressive, and one game we can make mistakes that like we all know we shouldn't do. All the micro points that we worked on it doesn't work that game, and we have like a really bad read of the entire game, you know.
Yeah.
So even though we lost today, I'm still confident going into playoffs. I hope we can show our fans, all the supporters, like good things because it wasn't easy to support us this whole journey.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I appreciate the good spirits, and I hope 100T ends up in a good place for you for during playoffs. Hopefully, we see some awesome banger games from the team. Is there anything you want to say to any of the fans out there?
Yeah, like I said, guys, it wasn't easy to support us, but I promise you, I was working hard. And as a team, we are working hard, really hard to fix all the issues. Like we are doing second blocks every single day and like trying to improve. We will do our best to show our true power in the playoffs. Just keep supporting us and thank you so much.
Very good. Looking forward to it. I know you have some Discord messages that are coming in potentially right now. That's what I'm
Oh,
hearing.
okay, sorry for
No, it's all
that.
still good. I like to call it out because otherwise, people watching this interview are going to be scrambling to figure out where
Yeah,
these Discord
yeah.
messages are coming
Yeah,
from.
sorry guys.
No, you're good. You're good. Thank you so much, Closer, for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of my coverage of all things LCS right here on my YouTube channel. Hey, Canada. So sorry about. Am I doing it right? The lack of Alienware code for you working over the past however many years of my Alienware deal. I guess we're in year 3 now, but we got it fixed. If you are in Canada, you can now use Travis10 off as a code at checkout when you order your Alienware PC. And I'm doing this for you. Okay, there was a decent amount of like pestering. Not that they don't. It's complicated, right? Because Dell's a bunch of companies split all over the place, and they own Alienware, by the way. So either way, we figured it out. We got you a code, Travis10 off. Use it to save 10% off, and maybe reward me with some maple syrup.